Radio Raheem with BOMAC, McIntyre. I just talked to Terence, and you know, he's got that quiet resolve. It's fight week. I asked though, and this is my question to you, with the mindset that Terence is in, if Canelo puts his hands on him again in this face-off before the fight, what is going to happen?
Well, we all know what's going to happen. Hey, once you cross that line, it's a go time. It's go time, you know. Fuck all that boxing shit. Throw that shit out the window. It's time to go. You can't keep disrespecting me and think you're going to get away with this shit.
The build-up to Spence was massive. This is arguably bigger. What's the mentality going into this fight? How does it compare to the build-up to Spence in preparing for that fight?
The build-up to this fight, man, this shit is just surpassed fucking Spence. You know, Spence was just a little bit more suspenseful because they was at the same weight class, and they said Spence was a bigger guy and he was the more guy. He was the boogeyman at that way. And then after demolishing him, you know, it was kind of like the sell-off in the sun.
Terence said that he went into that fight knowing he was going to win. No question about it. It was just a matter of fact on the night. But this fight, he has expressed that he does have doubt. You as a trainer, how do you approach these two different mindsets for these two different opponents?
I never heard him say he got doubt, so I don't appreciate you saying that to me or asking me that question with that type of rhetoric.
He said he's not sure. It's not that he has doubt that he can perform, but he doesn't know he's going to win like he knew he's going to win against Spence.
I never heard him say that. So, dude, I mean, we can debate about this all day long. Now, if I heard him say that, I'm going to look at him like, what the you mean you this and that? But I don't believe he said that.
Where do you see the power dynamic with the physique that Terence Crawford has shown off? Everybody was wowed by the images we saw. Does that translate to power?
Well, we're going to find out. And I tell everybody to stick by the TV, get your Netflix ready, and watch this performance of a lifetime.
Last one, Mac. The power coming from Canelo, everyone is questioning whether or not Terence has the chin to stand up to it just because he's never fought at this weight before. Do you expect Canelo to be the biggest punch that Crawford has taken? And is there a way to train for that?
Well, I'll tell you what. We ain't been in there with him, so we don't know. So when the power do comes, if it ever do come, we'll deal with it when it comes.
Is there certain defenses that you're working on specific for Canelo to neutralize that kind of power?
Yeah, hit and not get hit.
Lastly, are we talking about two fighters with an offensive mind meeting in the middle of the ring, or are we looking at Terence Crawford who's looking to potentially outbox Canelo and not have that kind of center of the ring war?
I'll tell you what we're looking at. We're looking at who got the best IQ.
Now, with the...
You said last question.
Well, you keep saying things that make me think of new questions. We're talking about ring IQ. Canelo has many more rounds than Crawford. How does Crawford have better ring IQ in the shorter amount of time, literally, that he's had in the ring?
You can't say that now because, you know, Crawford had a little nice amateur career and he fought some of the top guys in the country. And then he went on over to the pros. So, you know, all that counts. You ain't going to forget about what you did in the amateurs because the minute that you see, you be like, oh, I remember this style or I remember this punch. Let me do this. Let me do. That's called boxing IQ. I'm not going to do that no more because guess what? I'm going to make him do this. That's called boxing IQ. You just can't wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to forget about the 15, 16 years I boxed amateur and then to go pro and then I got a new memory. No, you can't do that.
Nobody's ever knocked down Canelo, certainly not stopped him. Can Terence Crawford be the first man to do that?
I'm sure he can. I'm sure he can.
Radio Raheem with BOMAC, McIntyre. Thank you for...
Keep it going. Keep going.
We're going.
You ready? So I want to put this up there. Let me hold this.
You got it.
Hey, this is Brian McIntyre, BOMAC with Radio Raheem. And I got a question for you, sir.
Yes. I've been waiting for this question.
Yes. Why did it take you 4 to 5, maybe 6, 7 years before you interviewed me?
I was intimidated.
Can you put your hands down,
I was intimidated.
Sir? Put your hands down.
Listen, I'm a little nervous now. whenever you are in presence of a great, you got to make sure that your game is tight. It took me 4 or 5 years to prepare my game to be able to question a giant like you in the sport.
That was a great answer, but that's a bunch of bullshit to me.